We got here because we thought you were going in another direction with the Ryan Garcia fight. So give me your side, because last week I spoke to Oscar, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is what they told me, so I'm trying to get the story straight. He told me that Eric did send Tom Brown an offer for that fight, but they never heard back from you guys, and that was really it. So from your side, like, what happened with all that?
Let me ask you a question. And how often does Oscar lie about? Because I know he lies a lot. Ryan Garcia would run like a turkey. Like I said, I chose a much more exciting fighter and a come forward fighter, and I'm going to make it a Mexican slugfest, and he's going to make it a Mexican slugfest.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, powered by Stagefront VIP. Being joined with Rolando Romero here in Los Angeles. Press conference just finished with Isaac Cruz. It's an entertaining one. I spoke to Keith. He mentioned something that I was kind of wondering too, but I know that the last few times I've spoken to you, you've been a little bit more, humble, a little bit more quiet. I call it the humble Rolly, but a lot of people expected you to go at Pitbull and like trash talk the hell out of him. Press conference, you were, more calm, more chill.
I mean, this is one press conference out of many, but regardless, I mean, he doesn't speak English, and he doesn't speak at all, even in Spanish, so it's like, okay, I mean, I could say things, but it's like, it's kind of difficult to really, like, just go at him and all that stuff, He's kind of just there.
Could have said in Spanish, no?
Yeah, but the fight needs to sell in English. Like, bro, I mean, I could talk to him all damn day, but in Spanish, but the fight needs to sound in English.
Now, given how you guys match up, like, how do you see the fight stylistically? I know that you're a lot bigger than Pitbull Cruz and just overall in a lot of areas, but stylistically, how do you see this fight with you and him?
It's gonna be an all-out Mexican slugfest. I mean, that's what they want. That's what I want. We're gonna make it over here, and it's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be fireworks.
How do you think your size is gonna play a role in the fight?
I mean, he's a big boy. I mean, I think he weighs way more than me right now. I know that for sure. That's not Pitbull Cruz. That's English Bulldog, Pug, French Bulldog, all that stuff.
Yeah, but just your stature, like, I don't know if he's like a little pudgy, like coming up.
But I saw.
You're more solid. Like, your bone structure is more dense than him.
Yeah.
I don't know about his head, but
yeah, he has a big head. He has a really big head. That's probably his biggest advantage.
Looking out for the headbutts?
He throw a lot of headbutts.
I shouldn't have brought it up because now it's a worry.
Oh, fuck.
So, I spoke to him and I asked him the same question. Hey, how's the size difference going to play out? And he's like, I feel good at 140. I'm like, well, how do you realistically see this fight? He's like, well, I'm going to press Rolly, but he's gonna tie me up. I know he's going to tie me up. Same with that other guy that I thought he's going to tie me up once he feels my power. What would you say to his response to that?
But that's an all-out Mexican slugfest, so that's all I can say.
Yeah.
All-out Mexican slugfest.
So that's what you're expecting?
Yeah.
So how, we got here because we thought you were going in another direction with the Ryan Garcia fight. So give me your side, because last week I spoke to Oscar, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is what they told me, so I'm trying to get the story straight. He told me that Eric did send Tom Brown an offer for that fight, but they never heard back from you guys, and that was really it. So from your side, like, what happened with all that?
Let me ask you a question. And how often does Oscar lie about? Because I know he lies a lot. I'm sure everyone on the channel could agree with me that Oscar lies about everything. All I know for a fact is, yeah, it was a bullshit offer, and I decided to take a much more difficult fight than Ryan Garcia for less money, but people want to bash me for taking a more difficult fight. I mean, I would say Pitbull Cruz is a more difficult fighter than Ryan Garcia. Wouldn't you agree?
People would ask why. Well, I'm just kind of curious. Why do you feel that?
Pitbull Cruz is more durable. I mean, just look at the Pitbull Cruz fight with Tank, and look at the Ryan Garcia fight with Tank. Okay. He's much more durable. He punches. He's aggressive. Ryan Garcia would run like a turkey. Like I said, I chose a much more exciting fighter and a come forward fighter, and I'm gonna make it a Mexican slugfest, and he's gonna make it a Mexican slugfest. And so my side of the story is that you guys are mad at me for choosing a much more difficult fight. Isn't that what boxing's about?
So with the offer that was presented to you, what constituted a BS number? Was it like the split? Was it like the amount they offered you? Like what was it there that you're like, this is not fair to me?
I mean, look, I'm not gonna get into the numbers or any of that stuff, but it was just bullshit. It was bullshit. Like, you want me to go shopping, cook the food, put it in front of you, but I can't sit down and eat? Y'all can suck a dick.
Yeah, you put out that video, I want to say like the day after, and you seem, visibly annoyed and angry, saying like, hey, you just guys all wasted my time, like you guys are being rude and disrespectful. From that moment, was there ever talks again to re-engage with you, or did you make your mind, I'm going to go with Pitbull at this point?
The second I said I was fighting Pitbull, I got calls from everybody at Golden Boy begging me to fight them. So let's see who needed who in reality. I don't give a I didn't need them. It's not, and like I said, Al Heyman, Ryan Garcia made the most money with Al Heyman, and he took a massive pay cut. So Al Heyman's where all the money's at. Why am I gonna go fight on a platform when I can grow Amazon Prime? That's already the biggest platform in boxing history. And you're gonna tell me that I made the wrong decision? No. I'm over here. Al made me a beautiful offer, and like I said, they could go themselves and go fight on their ass network doing 20K pay-per-view buys.
I would imagine if someone from Ryan's team or Ryan was watching this, he'd say like, look, at the end of the day, bro, like you're going to make the most amount of money if you fight me. Like, what would you say to that response?
Al Heyman gave me a better deal. Al Heyman takes care of his fighters.
Now, speaking of another subject, with the 140-pound division, what's going on with you and Teo, bro? Like, I don't know, I feel like you guys are cool, but then, like, I hear stuff that Teo says, and then I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how to interpret it. Like, he says you guys aren't friends, but then, like, he'll say some things, and I'm like, is this an act or not? Like, what's the situation with the relationship that you have with Teo?
I really don't know what happened. It just came out of nowhere when I won the world title, and...
Yeah. Like it surprised me when he first mentioned it. Did you guys ever talk?
No, not about any of that stuff. So that's why I'm like, we were perfectly fine, literally right until I won the world title, and then he started acting all weird towards me. And I mean, like I said, you guys know Teo. Teo's always clearly going through something. So maybe he's going through something right now, and he needs somebody there for him. We don't know what's actually going on with him. I can't really speak on it or any of that stuff. I mean, I got a pretty good feeling of what I know what's really going on, because there's a few things that could be. But, at the end of it, I've showed nothing but love. When Teofimo lost to Cambosis, who was the only one defending him? Me. Who was the only one supporting him throughout all that shit? I looked at Teofimo like an actual brother. It's not like all I know for a fact is there's bigger in this life than just boxing. Boxing is just a small part of anything for us. But people want to let the hype of boxing, do this and do that and all that stuff, right? I don't really give a he want to go do that, he could go go fight on TakeOver Thursday or whatever the he wants to go do. But me and him are never going to fight. There's no fight between me and Teofimo, ever.
So based on what you said, I would imagine you still do consider him as a friend, like regardless of everything that's been said. I know you said that you've been there for him thick and through. I would imagine, though, it hurts a little bit, to hear that kind of stuff?
I don't know no friends that do like that. Like I said, boxing is deeper than there's a lot deeper shit in life than just boxing.
Yeah. Speaking of one of your favorite fighters, Devin Haney, what do you make of him potentially fighting you at 140? And I say that sarcastically because I know you're not a big fan of his style.
I'm going to just tell you like this. We're on a pay-per-view event, and so I don't want to say anything that's going to kill the views, so we're just going to drop it at that.
It'll help the views. What are you talking about?
It won't help the views.
No?
He only gets 20-30K pay-per-view buys.
But it'll build up something between you guys. A lot of history there with you guys.
There's no build-up.
No build up at all.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah. No, when you see it at the 140-pound division, man, what's your goal there at 140 pounds? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to accomplish?
Make it the most popping division in boxing, which, I mean, this is a good jump start already. And I don't know anyone that says that a Rolly Romero fight is boring, and I don't know nobody that says a Isaac Cruz fight is boring. So that's what we're doing.
Do you still have any plans whatsoever to move to 147 pounds? I know that you wanted Errol Spence. You told us for a good part of a year that you wanted to fight with Errol Spence. Is that still in the plans to go to welterweight?
Errol Spence is not making 147 again.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying, what is 147 in the plans at all for you?
Yeah, down the line, you know.
Yeah.
Right now we focused solely on Isaac Cruz.
By chance, could we see a rematch with you and Gervonta?
Of course.
Do you see it in the future?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fight is still that's a massive fight. So that's down the line, you know. We'll figure it out when it's, you know, like I said, my main focus right now is Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
I know you made a change. I don't know. I want to get your side. What would you make of Bullet, the interviews that he did and stuff like that? Like, what happened there? Why'd you guys split up? I
mean, it wasn't even boxing related, some other stuff, and he knows what it really is because he know where he was wrong, you know. But regardless of everything, I didn't change trainers. I went back to my original trainer, which was Salas.
How do you think you going back to Salas is going to make you better or more complete fighter with this time that you have with them?
I mean, Salas is a Hall of Fame all-time great trainer, and honestly, I feel like I owe a lot of the success to me getting even signed to Floyd, to me training with Salas and everything he would have me do.
Man, I'm just thinking, man, it's the Teo thing and then the Bullet thing. There's a lot of, bro. It's a ruthless game.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got a massive fight coming up ahead of me right now, and we're on a big platform. We're on the biggest platform in the world. The biggest company in the world is behind me, and I want nothing but great things.
I want to get your thoughts on the main event. Who wins between Keith Thurman and Tim Tsyzu, in your opinion?
Look, Tim Tsyzu was really nice to me, and like Keith Thurman, my boy, you know. But I'm gonna go with Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman is still a tremendous fighter. You know, Tim Tsyzu, I feel like, you know, he hasn't been completely tested yet, but I know that this fight will be a test. So, like, I mean, the best man's gonna win, you know, regardless, you know. But let's see how that layoff does and the weight change for Keith Thurman does, and then but Tim Tsyzu is a tremendous fighter. He punches hard. He got his dad's genes, you know, and his dad. You know, actually, fun fact, his dad is actually one of my dad's favorite all-time fighters. Okay. So, you know, it's interesting. I'm excited to see that main event, you know, and hopefully, you know, like I said, it's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a great fight. You know, we're gonna see what it is. You know, like I said, I don't know Keith Thurman at 154. I know Keith Thurman at 147. Keith Thurman at 147 is a monster. And then Tim Tsyzu, you know, he's the young champ. You know, he's over here. You know, he can crack. You know, he got his name. He got it. You know, it's gonna be a tremendous fight.
If they do fight, and let's switch to Rolly the pundit, Rolly the fight analyst. If Devin and Ryan do fight, who do you favor in that fight?
I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. It has nothing to do with me.
Can you break it down though? Give us a little breakdown. He's not interested.
Nah, has nothing to do with me.
Okay, Rolly, to end it, man, you said it's going to be a Mexican showdown with you and Pitbull.
Mexican slugfest.
Slugfest. How long does he last in there with you? And how do you see yourself taking him out?
Ooh, you guys are going to have to tune in March 30th on Amazon Prime pay-per-view.
It doesn't go up. Over under 10? Give the betting public something.
Bet on Rolly.
Bet on Rolly. All right, Rolly. Hey, it's good seeing you, bro. Appreciate it. It's always great speaking with you. This man right here, take on Isaac Pitbull Cruz, coming up March 30th, Amazon Prime pay-per-view in Las Vegas.